Who here has been the butt of a joke? How did that make you feel? And how did it feel when your friends, coworkers, or even family members joined in on that joke to make you feel bad? If so, you're not alone. Unfortunately, bullying is something that we do every day, even if we are not trying to hurt someone or make them feel bad. As a former bully myself, I came to realize that my jokes on other people had a secondary effect on how it made them feel. Even though my intentions were not to hurt them, I realized that my words affected them as a person. It wasn't until I personally was bullied by great friends of mine that I realized that jokes sometimes go a little too far. Bullying is something that we do every day, and could be in the office, or it could be the kids in school. Most commonly though, bullying takes effect within our young children. And we can see this mostly throughout the entire school system, with kids bullying each other. I will validate my statements by discussing how bullying affects people, children's mind, body, and soul, and the surroundings, the things that surround them. And if we focus on godly principles and keep doing what God tells us to do, we could change how people look at each other and stop bullying each other. So let's take a closer look at the topic. Bullying has become a major factor in children today. 15,686 students from 6th to 10th grade completed a World Health Organization self-behavior in school age children survey to determine if our children are being bullied or are being bullies in the schools today. According to that research, it showed out of the 29.9% of the surveys that were done, showed that 29.9% of the samples reported a frequency of bullying within the schools. 13% of bullies were bullies. 10.6% were people that had been bullied, and 6.3% were both. And it also showed that men were more likely than women to be perpetrators as well as targets of bullying. And the frequency of bullying shows higher between the grades of 6th grade and 8th grade. And it really drops down more once the kids get to high school. Which brings me to my second point. There are many outlets for people to get to connect with when it comes to bullying, when it comes to being a bully or being bullied. One big one that I found is called the Bully Project. It's a website that helps kids through any situation that is pretty much bully oriented. The website has stories on it of people that have been bullied and how they've overcome the situation. It's even coming out with a show that actually airs the 13th of this month, which tracks, I think it's like 3 or 4 kids on how they survived being bullied and how their lives have changed now that they have friends that have the same beliefs and care for them. The next outlet that I found is called the National Bully Prevention Center. It also has a lot of great outlets, a lot of resources that can be used, where you could post a story, people will respond to you to uplift you, and these sources could really help someone that it's in a bad situation get out of that slump and even stand up for themselves, so they can stand up for themselves and not be bullied. Because usually bullies back down when someone stands to their face. This brings me to my third and final point. If we keep our eye on God and we let Him guide us through our daily lives in every situation, bullying will stop. God tells us in Leviticus 19:18, "You shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the son of your own people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." What He's telling us is that we need to love each other as we would love ourselves. Treat other people as we would want to be treated. And if we continue to do that, then bullying would stop in this world today. Which brings me to my conclusion. If we look at the news every day and see how our children are subject to bullying in their everyday life. And if we fail to teach our children that this is wrong, this will continue to have problems and they will continue to struggle in school. So let's connect to God and teach our children godly principles and teach them that bullying is wrong and should not be done at all. So let's treat everybody around us, around this world, as we would want to be treated, just like God intended us to do. And if you do something wrong, if you bully somebody and you see that it affected, or you made a joke, and you see that that person took it personal or is being affected by what you said or what you did, be the bigger person and go up to them and apologize. Because God wants us to love each other. So let's be mindful and vigilant and keep our eyes out for bullies and try our hardest not to be one. Thank you.